Welcome back, Baron fans. Brought to you by the Baron Broadcast, this is BaronCenter. Here we update you on all things.
Welcome back, Baron fans. Brought to you by the Baron Broadcast, this is BaronCenter. Here we update you on all things Franciscan athletics from the fall to the spring. It's great to have you with us.
I'm John Gallagher, here with my work associate,
He means cousin,
Joseph Duran, and we're so thrilled to be back with you for this month's athletics update.
We'd like to start today's broadcast with a feature on the annual Midnight Madness event.
Midnight Madness is the official kickoff event for the men's and women's basketball teams. For more on the event, we go to Katie Rhodes.
Thanks, John. Students packed the Finnegan Fieldhouse on October 22nd to usher in the start of both the men's and women's basketball seasons. Beginning at 10 p.m., Midnight Madness had students lining up outside of the gym to be among the first inside, where free t-shirts and pizza were waiting. After Reverend Nathan Malavolti, TOR, opened the evening in prayer, Mary Chiacha sang a beautiful rendition of God Bless America. Before performances by the Baronettes, the baton-twirling Clarice Orteza, and the musical trio Wine in a Whiskey Barrel. Students participated in a super fan and free throw competitions, won by yours truly. Before the men's and women's basketball teams went into a head-to-head shooting competition, the atmosphere was one new men's head coach Joe Wallace called the best home court advantage in the Allegheny Mountain Conference.
Thanks, Katie. Speaking of Wallace, we recently caught up with him to find out his expectations in his first year as the Barons head coach. Joe?
Thanks, Joe. I'm here with Coach Wallace. Tell me, Coach, what's it like not only being a head coach, but the head coach at Franciscan?
Well, I mean, coming to Franciscan University was really a unique opportunity for myself. I grew up, in a really strong Catholic family, and those values have really carried on throughout, my adult life. And being able to come to Franciscan with a premier Catholic education that's provided to these students is an unbelievable opportunity for myself, not only to lead these young men, but to grow my faith as well. And since I've been here, my faith has grown, and I've been able to learn actually from students on campus as well how to live their Catholic faith and being stewards of Christ. So a unique opportunity. I'm blessed to be here. Every day I drive up on this hilltop it puts a smile on my face because I am where I'm supposed to be right now, and I'm trying to take advantage of it the best I can. Being a head coach it's a little different. I've been an assistant my whole career, and now you're calling the shots. Everything, decisions with the program go through you, and it's a unique setup, but ready for it. I've been prepared myself for the last few years, really at a higher level, really challenging myself to grow as a coach, and I'm definitely ready for it and excited to get the season tipped off.
Great. So what are your expectations for your team this season?
Oh, I have high expectations. I didn't come here for us to keep rolling through the cycle of the last few years, and I'll say that right now. I don't mind stepping over the bounds at all. I hold our guys to a really, really high standard every day when they come in here to practice. And I hold myself to that high standard, and I hold our assistants to that. And if we can continue to process and grow each day like we have, there's no reason why we can't win a lot this year one. I know people are probably looking at us, we're under the radar, we got picked 10th in the league, the bottom. I don't see us that way. Not with how hard our guys are working right now and how much time we put in together.
Sounds great. You heard him. Expect great things this year. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. What a handsome anchor, am I right?
No one thought that was funny.
Despite a difficult record last year, the Franciscan men's basketball team has all of the right pieces to seriously compete for the title in the AMCC in 2016. Starting with new head coach Joe Wallace and this year's upperclassmen. Last year, senior guard Jacob Divins averaged more than 5 assists per game and shot more than 84% from the free throw line, alongside junior guard Keone Sablon, who led the Barons last year with more than 13 points per game. The Barons opened the season against Chatham University on November 15th at 8 p.m. The women hope to improve upon last year's 7-17 overall record. Senior Bernadette Roach started 19 games for the Lady Barons in 2015, averaging more than 3 rebounds a game from her forward position. She hopes to serve as a model for the large underclassmen presence on this year's squad. In her 5th year as head coach, Susie Delaney expects big things from her team. Their season commenced November 15th at 6 p.m. against Chatham University. Back to you guys.
Men's soccer posted a 10-7-1 record and went 6-3 in conference. They made the playoffs for the first time in program history. Their season ended after an overtime loss to La Roche College, but things are looking up for an otherwise young team and a coach who will enter his second year with an improved squad.
Two seniors, the legendary Joe Francis and the wickedly handsome Joseph Duran.
That's debatable.
Coach Bobek thanked the seniors for their consistent efforts on and off the field as role models for the young team. Women's soccer also celebrated their senior day with a 5-0 win over conference opponent Medaille College. They graduated 6 seniors: Elizabeth Krilich, Savannah Lupking, Joanna Doyot, Emily Donahue, Jasmine Florentino, and Christy Kelly. Head coach Claire McBain said, "I'm just so proud of the girls, seeing all of the work that they put in all season. I'm so happy for the seniors." Moving now from the field to the court, women's volleyball senior day featured dominant performances by upperclassmen Mary Moore and Rachel Patopa. For more on women's volleyball playoffs, we serve it over to you, John.
Wait, we serve it to John? When was that ever a good transition?
We go to John with the dig.
Now everyone's just really uncomfortable?
With the tip on women's volleyball, here's John. Here's John with the setup.
Gifted, the conference tiebreaker. The women's volleyball team faced DeUville College in their AMCC quarterfinal playoff match on November 2nd. After dismantling the team in 3 sets just 5 days previous, Franciscan found the DeUville Spartans a much tougher opponent. Franciscan took a 2-1 sets lead over DeUville into the 4th, and with the score tied 23-all, the Lady Barons were just 2 points from a semifinal berth. However, the momentum swung the Spartans' way, and despite 15 kills from sophomore Maria Ciola and 19 assists from Patopa, the Lady Barons lost the match in 5 sets. Coach Kelly Herman commented post-match on how proud she was of her players and of their consistent efforts over the course of the season. If this year's Lady Barons squad was any indication, Herman and her players will be better than ever in the years to come.
We're so happy to have the Baron of the Month, Junior James Weiss, here with us to talk about the men's rugby season. James plays prop for the Barons and assumed a crucial role for the team during their most recent victory over Robert Morris in the 3 RRC Gold Division Championships.
So James, talk a little bit about the success that your team has had this season.
Well, the rugby team made it to the regional championships this year, which has been huge because only about 4 of Franciscan's rugby teams have ever made it that far. And so we were in the top 16 in the nation, and it's just a real honor to be a part of a team that's making and continuing the history of success for Franciscan rugby.
So James, how does the team build off of this year's success in the future?
Well, we have a lot of rookies and freshmen on the team who have really just upped the play level for the end of the year. And really, the only direction that we can go is up from here. Because just honestly, we've just had a bunch of rookies that have just really stepped up their game, and we're losing a couple key seniors, but I'm very confident that they will be filled for next year.
And finally, why is lemonade made from artificial flavoring?
But lemon-scented dish soap made from real lemons.
Take your time, we have 20 seconds.
I feel like the chemical balance for the
Sorry, that's all the
flavoring-
time that we have.
Wait, what are you still doing here?
Women's tennis recently wrapped up their season with a berth into the AMCC playoffs after downing Penn State Altoona 5-2 in the semifinals. The Lady Barons defeated Penn State Barron Lions in a Sunday afternoon championship match, 5-2. 7 of the Lady Barons were named All-Conference, and head coach Jeremy Ellis was named AMCC Coach of the Year.
9 athletes on Franciscan University's cross-country team were awarded the title of All-Conference. Both Patrick Tansel and Grace Galligan were respectively awarded Male and Female Newcomer of the Year.
Swim and dive also well into its season, one of our sports which is often under the radar. The team has done well under head coach Cassandra Pyle. They recently recorded their first win of the season with a 120-62 point victory over conference opponent Penn State Altoona, with the first place finishes in the 200-yard medley, the 200 freestyle, the freestyle relay, the 200 IM, the 100 butterfly, the 100 breaststroke, and the 500 freestyle and the 1000 freestyle.
As part of our coverage, we sent one of our scriptwriters, Joe Silva, to a morning practice to get a better feel for a day in the life of a swim and dive athlete.
Take a look.
I stay for 3 hours? Yeah. I may take a nap in between hours.
They don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
Okay, ready? right here. Yep. Yep. This one right here.
Is that good enough?
That's basically the motion that you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Just like that. Your arms are going through this motion. There's 2 kicks. 2 of these to every one arm. One big one and one small one.
Can you get in to show them?
Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, we'll do it after this. Keep going!
Okay, ready?
Wait,
I'm not good at commitment.
You're not good at commitment?
No.
Or diving?
No. I'm not good at relays either. I learned that. So. Are we done here?
To see the rest of Silva's excuse for a practice, check out Franciscan Athletics' YouTube channel.
On behalf of the entire staff here at the Baron Broadcast, Gary Jamal, Chris McGurn, his immaculate head of hair,
His baby blue eyes,
and his finely chiseled jawline, our camera crew, our audio and video editors, Katie Rhodes, Joe Duran, and his hyperactive sweat glands. Until next time, Baron fans.
And don't forget to follow the Baron Broadcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest athletic updates. See you next time.